Hello everyone. I am street studying Indian art and culture, wrote by Nitin Singhania. And the first chapter is Indian architecture, sculpture, and pottery. Okay, now the first segment is introduction. The word architecture is derived from Latin word tecton, which means builder. The science of architecture came into existence when early humans started building shelters to live in. Sculpture, on the other hand, is derived from Proto Indo European root word kale, which means to blend. Sculptures are small work of art, either handmade or with tools, and are more related to aesthetics than engineering and measurements. Difference between architecture and sculpture. Point of difference: architecture and sculpture. Basically, they are having a different size and scopes. Sizes, we can say, architecture refers to the design and construction of a building. Seems like it depicts the building construction or design. Sculpture are relatively small three-dimensional works of art. Material used. Basically, what kind of material use architect depicts. Uses a mixture of various types of materials such as stone, wood, glass, metal, and sand. A single piece of sculpture is usually made of a single type of material. Principal things involves study of engineering. Basically, architecture involves study of engineering and engineering mathematics. It requires detailed and accurate measurements. Like sculpture involves creativity, imagination, and may not depend as heavily on accurate measurements. Example: for a architecture, we can give the example of Taj Mahal, Red Fort, Fatehpur Sikri, and so many examples are present in India. And the sculptures we can quote here is Nataraja image, Dancing Girl, and so many are sculptures present in India also. For your information, like there is a thing which is called Indian architecture. The story of Indian architecture and architecture, sorry, okay. The story of Indian art and architecture is a story of evolution. From the ancient Indus Valley civilization to the British rule, the buildings and sculptures have a narrative of their own. The emergence and decay of great empires, the invasion of foreign rulers who gradually became indigenous, and the confluence of different cultures and styles are all reflected in evolution of Indian architecture and sculpture. Next, architectural features. An Indian perspective, different phases of developments of a country in different eras are reflected in their architecture. Architectural structures of a region also reflect the inclination of the society towards their culture and tradition. Most of the art and architectural remains in India are religious in nature. Early temples of India include Deoghar in Uttar Pradesh, Nachna Kuthara temple in Madhya Pradesh, which are simple in structure. Rock cut structures in India exhibit an impressive piece of ancient Indian art. Caves in India are linked with different religious religions and present the architectural differences between different styles. The, the vernacular style of architecture carried out by local builders share many traits and exhibit the respective regional climates, locally available raw materials for construction and so forth. Iconography is the identification of images based on certain symbols and mythological stories associated with them. Ancient temples of Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and Rajasthan are made of sandstones. Devghar was built in early 6th century CE. Temples of smaller dimensions have also been constructed over a period of time. A unique form of architecture also developed in the hills of Kumaon, Gharwal, and Himachal. A strong Gandhara influence can be seen in Kashmir due to its proximity to Takshila and the northwest frontier. Classification of Indian architecture. Ancient India, which is classified in different art of groups, like we can say Harappan arts, Mauryan art, post Mauryan art, Gupta age art, South Indian art, which further classified in basically there is a different eras in India. Basically there is Indian like we can study about different type of arts in ancient India. Ancient India includes Harappan art, Mauryan art, post Mauryan art, Gupta age art, South Indian art. Okay, then in medieval India, Delhi Sultanate art and culture, and Mughal art. Okay, next, which is came in modern India, which is Indo Gothic style and Neo Roman style. Harappan art and architecture. Firstly, we have studying Harappan art, which is included in ancient India. A flourishing civilization emerged on the bank of river Indus in the second half of the 3rd millennium BCE and spread across large part of northwestern and western India. The this is known as the Harappan civilization or Indus Valley civilization. A marked feature of this ancient civilization was the vivid imagination and artistic sensibilities exuded by the numerous sculptures, seals, potteries, and jewelry found at the excavation sites. Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, the two major sites of this civilization, are among the earliest and finest example of urban civic planning. The planned network of roads,
LUF mode.
houses, and drainage system indicate the planning and engineering skills that developed during those times. Okay, now turn the next page. First of all, the Harappans included certain things like we can study about some of the important sites of Indus Valley civilization and their archaeological findings are as follows. Harappa. Harappa in present day Pakistan. Like we can say that Harappa is presently now we can identify it in Pakistan on the river of Ravi, the bank of river Ravi. Two rows of six granaries with a big platform, stone symbol of Lingam and Yoni, mother goddess sculpture, wheat and barley in wooden, mortar, dice, copper, scale, and mirror. Moreover, a sculpture of a dog chasing a deer in bronze metal and a red sandstone male torso have been excavated. Mohenjo-daro in present day Pakistan on the bank of river Indus. The citadel, the great bath, the great granary, post cremation burial, sculpture of bearded priest, the famous bronze statue of dancing girl and Pashupati seal, Dholavira, which is in a Gujarat in India, and giant water reservoir, unique water harnessing system, harnessing, sys- harnessing system, stadium, dams, and embankments inscription comprising 10 large signs like an advertisement board. It is the latest discovered IVC site. Lothal, Manchester of the Indus Valley Civilization. In Gujarat, which is in India, important size site for naval trade. Lothal, which is called the Manchester of Indus Valley Civilization, which is really important for naval trade. And archaeological findings include a dockyard, rice husk, fire altars, painted jar, modern day chess, terracotta figures of horse and ship, instruments for measuring 45-degree, 90-degree, and 180 degrees angles, and practice of burial of cremated remains. Rakhi which is in Haryana, is considered to be the largest site of the Indus Valley civilization. Granary, cemetery, drains, terracotta, bricks have been found here. It is called the provincial capital of the Harappan civilization. Ropar is located on the bank of river Satluj in Punjab, India. Dog buried in with human in oval pit burials. Copper axe rope copper axe roper in the first Harappan site of independent India, as it was the first site to be excavated after independence. Balathal and Kalibangan in Ravages located in Rajasthan in India. Bangle factory, toy carts, bones of camel, decorated bricks, citadel, and lower town fire Atlers. Surkodada in Gujarat, which is located in India, first actual remain of horse bones. Banavali in Haryana. On the dried up Saraswati River, toy plug Barley grains, lapis lazuli, fire atlas, oval-shaped settlement, only city with radial streets and oval-shaped settlements. Alamgirpur in Meerut, Uttar Pradesh on the bank of river Yamuna, eastern most of the site of the IVC. Major findings are broken blades of copper, ceramic items, and impression of a cloth on trough.